We've Grana, we've Mini Bong. I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to today's Transformers Earth Wars news stream, where we talk about the Transformers Earth Wars news. We talk about new bots coming out, exclusive 5-star reveal coming this soon. Sunstreaker Waza revealed one earlier. I'm not going to say who it is, but I'm sure it's going to show up over there. I've already seen it. And Skyward Gear is going to reveal another one on Saturday. I also got a whole bunch of crystals. We got the VIP rewards this week, so I've got a bunch of crystals to crack from that, plus crystals from the last 2 events, because we missed last week, so I've still got those 4-star Tripredicus and Magnaboss crystals to crack, so we'll be looking at those. We've got new combat bots coming, so we're going to find out about them, and new bots coming. Not bots, but regular bots coming. We're going to see their bios, and we'll learn their abilities later on next week, I'm sure. And then after that, I usually cover the toy haul from the last week. Well, it's the past 2 weeks now, and then we just hang out and do whatever. And if you're just here for the reveal, don't worry. It's not going to be too long. I'm not going to make you sit through an hour-long stream. It's buried within the news somewhere. And if that's all you're here for, you can see it and take off and go tell your friends, and that's fine. But I hope you stick around and hang out, because we have a good time here, and I hope you have a good time too. But if you're not, then okay, whatever. Enough blustering about all that. Let's say hi to everybody who's in the chat. Thank you so much for coming. Taylor417, one of our channel members. Thank you for your support as usual, my friend. Super VH, one of our moderators. James, thank you for showing up. Tavish Tiger, Fitz19, William Wilkinson, RB Blades, SG Soundwave, Silverbolt 94. Let's see, Bulkheads Hobbies, Altabot Phil, Damon Sweeky, Bossman is here. Prime B, good to see you. He says thanks for the tips helping your base grow. I'm happy to help. And yeah, welcome, and how about we go ahead and get started with the Transformers Earth Wars news. This weekend's event is called All In, All Out. Don't quite get the reference for that, but hey, you know, that's fine. We'll go with it. Yeah, we'll go with it. And there we go. Take part in this weekend's event to win up to 7,500 Prime Core Shards, which is quite a bit. 75 total shard crystals, 25 premium combat chips, 25 million alloy and energon, and 250,000 spark. If you're familiar with the way the prizes usually work, you can tell that this is an individual event. It is a prestige event. There are 75 prestiges and super XP throughout. You have to be headquarters level 4 as usual to participate in events, but since it's individual, you don't have to be in an alliance if you don't want to. But you still got to hit that yellow event button, pick your zone, win the battle, win the points, and collect the prizes. The event battle zones, unlike most Prime Core events, it's not flat battle zones, it's the normal battle zones. And here's a summary of what you can get during each prestige. This one wasn't too hard to put together, so I went ahead and did the slide like last time. When it's a big prize list, sometimes it just gets too crazy. But anyway, so there you go. Each prestige, you're going to get 3 total shard crystals and 3 sets of 100 Prime Core shards. So that's a pretty decent prize list. The prestige points required for prestige is a fair amount. That's quite a bit. So completing all 75 prestiges is going to take a fair amount of effort for most people, I think. I don't expect to complete it myself personally, but I'm going to do whatever I can and collect as many prizes as I'm able to, playing the way that I usually play. JK Prime, Red Alert, a couple more of our channel members, Oktar as well. Thank you guys for being here. Always good to see you guys, and thank you for your support. If you're not familiar with the Total Shard Crystals, there they are. It's the same Total Shard Crystals as we've had for a while. They're very popular, and they show up time and time again. And as we listen to the music going batty, also mentioned the monthly gift was in this week's newsletter. They are working on a system so that it is claimable in game. And you have to be in good standing, meaning you can't have been muted in the in-game chat, and you have to log in within 30 days or something like that, and then you'll have it be able to be claimed. I'm not sure if it's going to be an automatic thing or if you have to actually go to like the store or something and claim it. That remains to be seen, but that's not ready yet. So we're sticking with the loot links. It was in this week's newsletter, and if you didn't get the newsletter, you can come on over to my Discord and to go to the loot links channel, and I've got the link over there for you. And it's different than it usually is. Normally we get a silver XP core. This month we're getting a gold. We're getting combat chips instead of premium shards, and we got an increase from 10,000 to 25,000 of the 3 different types of sparks. So pretty cool, extra little bonus gift for the December monthly gift. And if you don't know how to get to my Discord server and you haven't been in there, there's the link right there on the screen. There's also a link in the description of the video. And also, one of the reasons to go over there is every week I have some loot links of my own Engineer Hoist Secret Stash, where you can go, you just got to click a reaction on a particular post, and it enters you to a random drawing. And then I send you the loot link. It's fun. Everybody has a good time, I think, except for maybe those who don't win. Isn't that how it always is? Okay, so I told you I wasn't going to make you wait very long. We're going to get right to it. In addition to Skylinks / Blitzwing and Red Alert / Run Amok, who were voted in by the fans in the official Transformers Earth Wars Discord, we know those 2 bots are going to be part of the batch. Sunstreaker Waza revealed one earlier. Skyward Greer is going to reveal one later. And right now, I am revealing to you in this next batch, the 5-star bot will be Brainstorm and Skyhawk. So, pretty cool. I actually, I've got the 4-star Brainstorm, and I use him a lot on one of my teams. And if you can get it timed right, where you drop his ability and you can destroy the defenses in there, he can cause an immense amount of damage. And I think he would be a great 5-star bot to have. So, yeah, I mean, we've already got Skylinks going to be in the batch, which is already going to make it a really good batch to chase after. Even Red Alert's a good bot, and Brainstorm, I think, just makes it just that much sweeter. And we'll see who the next ones that to be revealed are going to be, and see how this batch as a whole stacks up. We will be we'll know by next week. So next week we'll be talking about the entire batch here on the weekly stream over here. But yeah, there you go. Brainstorm and Skyhawk are added to the list if you're keeping track of who's going to be in the next 5-star batch. And there's a summary so far, as I've pretty much said everything that's shown on this slide already, but there it is for you visual learners out there. Skylinks, Red Alert, and Brainstorm plus 2 more for the Autobots. Blitzwing, Run Amok, and Skyhawk plus 2 more for the Decepticons. Again, Sunstreaker Waza already did his. Go over to his channel. You can go watch his stream from a little bit earlier this evening, so you can go find out who he revealed. Skyward Greer, I believe, is going to stream on Saturday, so you got a couple days to wait for him and his reveal. Okay, so moving on. We got a couple of new combat bots. They came out last week, but we weren't streaming last week. Well, they didn't come out, but we found out who they were. In fact, we found out the other bots too last week. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to stream last week. I was just coming back from a vacation, and I got really sick at the end of that vacation, and there was no way I was going to be able to sit up straight, much less get on stream that night. So I apologize, but it happens. But here we are. New combat bots, Road Burner, and I've got him here. He was actually in one of the. We can take a look at him bigger in a moment, but he was the toy who came in one of the Galactic Odyssey sets, the Micron Micromasters sets. But Roadburner, he thrives on pressure, and the more you heap on his admittedly sturdily built shoulders, the more he likes it. The weight of expectation means nothing to him, other than a challenge to be met and surmounted. That's mostly because Roadburner has a very high expectations, particularly of himself. They take a lot of living up to. But thankfully, with his heat-resistant armor and knowledge of battlefield medicine, that high bar is comfortably attainable. Yeah, so there you go. There is Roadburner, and his counterpart for the Decepticons is Power Punch. I happen to have that guy too. He was standard retail release in the Earthrise toy line. So although he was difficult to find. I'm not sure if he was in a later wave or short pack or something. He was one of the more difficult sets of Micromasters to find in Earthrise, but I found him. Power Punch is pure muscle, the sort of blunt instrument you unleash when the talking is done and there are heads to be busted. Built like a tank and packing serious armor-piercing firepower, he's disciplined, direct, and devastating in equal measure. However, when things do go wrong, he's quick to blame everyone but himself. Oh, how many people like that do you know? Blame everyone but themselves. So here is their ability. This is new to this week. We didn't find this out last week. They fight in tank form on the battlefield, and it's very similar to Red Heat and Bomb Shock. They shoot over walls and deal more damage to shock towers, and they are immune to stun and have a built-in resistance to EMP damage. Now that's pretty interesting there, that they deal extra damage to shock towers, but more importantly, immune to stun. This says to me these little guys would be very handy to have on the battlefield if you tend to run into a lot of Chromias or Fellbats with their little miniature shock towers, and while everybody else is stunned for 30 seconds, these little guys are going to keep on going and fighting the good fight. Just hope that they follow you into the location where they're getting stunned instead of being stuck off on some other side of the base, just pounding away at a wall or something. Guess we'll find out. So yeah, so we'll take a closer look at him again here in a moment. So let's move on to the next phase of this news and talk about the new bots coming. First up is Rotor Storm for the Autobots. Rotor Storm loves to be the center of attention, and if that means being creative with just how powerful or fearless or indispensable he is, so be it. He'll tell you he's admired and feared in equal measure by the Decepticons and coveted as a member by every Autobot subteam going up to and including the Wreckers. Cut through all the hyperbole though, and Rotor Storm really is an exceptional all-around warrior with advanced technology that lets him eavesdrop on adversaries and a dodge sense that warns him of incoming fire. His only real weakness is having to live up to the legend that he's created for himself. So I think it's probably going to be a competition for between Rotor Storm and Skylynx for who is the most egotistical Autobot, it sounds like. Okay, so let's see. There we go. So there's a nice little comparison of the game model compared with the Generation Selects Rotor Storm that I happened to get when he was available a year ago, maybe? Something like that. But yeah, there he is. He is a repaint, a remold. He's got a new head of the Siege Spinister mold. Spoiler alert, or is that foreshadowing? But yeah, so there you go. It's a pretty good look. I mean, the colors are all in the right place. He's got the silver on the cockpits in both places. So yeah, I think that looks good. Next up, his counterpart, as I mentioned before, Spinister. Was probably easy to figure this one out. Spinister was just forge sneaky. Often the earliest warning you get of his aerial approach is the whine of an incoming fusion bomb or the crackle of his beam cannon. Many believe he has developed bespoke cloaking technology that he refuses to share with his fellow Decepticons. Whatever the case, Spinister delights in catching his prey unawares and with no time to deploy countermeasures. Grim, taciturn, he exudes a sense of mystery that helps perpetuate the dread others feel in his presence. The jury's out on whether he's really a genius savant or just ignorant and obstinate. So, and there we go. Oh, I didn't move Rotostorm out of the way enough, or turn him. There we go. So there is Spinister, as I mentioned, Siege Spinister and Rotostorm. They share a mold. Basically, same bots, they just got different heads and different colors. But yeah, so there you go. Yeah. They gave Spinister in the game, they gave him a little bit extra paint job. The toy here doesn't have the extra silver on his legs. But I think it looks good. This is more accurate to what the toy was, not having the silver there. And if you do notice, I did enhance my Spinister with some Toy Hacks labels. So he's got a few extra details like the stickers on his arms and stuff and legs here. So yeah, cool. So there you go. There is Spinister, and we'll take a look at them together here once we get done with the slides. Stick with me. We got a few more to talk about. So new building power cores. So it was a full newsletter today. Full newsletter. So these are two new building cores. We've got a high frequency suppressor, which is a build bot power core that protects nearby buildings from hacking, which is that's a tough one to see because I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of these near shock towers. So that whole strategy of being able to use Perceptor or Bombshell or Blades and Dirge to hack those shock towers to really work against the defenses, maybe going bye-bye, at least for some bases. Other impacts, Computron and Lyle Kaiser both have hacking abilities, so that might make this a particularly difficult strategy to use if you happen to prefer those particular combiners. So it's interesting that they have that. I think that's a good thing to have. For any time that you've got an ability that's particularly powerful, it's good to have some kind of a counter. Next one up, you got a motion sensing mine. It explodes when an enemy is nearby and prevents them from using their ability for a few seconds. It only affects one bot, and it can detect rushing bots and low-flying rush bots. Okay, so low-flying rush bots, to me, I think of, like, say, Ramjet, who is, he doesn't... Because he's paired with Goldfire, he can't really fly like a normal jet, so he basically just kind of hovers low along the ground. Starsaber and Deathsaurus also, I think, are probably low-flying rush bots because they do fly pretty low to the ground. Whereas other bots like, say, Starscream or the aerial bots, they would not be classified as low-flying, I think. So, there you go. But it is interesting. It prevents them from using their ability for a few seconds. So what that I think is targeting is like the aforementioned Goldfire. We've all seen Sunstreaker Waza and his streams about how he likes using Goldfire, and I'm sure he's covered this on his own stream. But that, or even like say Cup, if you like to bounce Cup to use his ability, then use the ability again. Another one that I particularly use a lot is Rhinox, 5-star Rhinox. I'll use him to demolish a base. I'll rush him one direction, then I'll swipe across another, swipe another direction. Very much like what Sunstreaker Waza did with Goldfire. I use Rhinox very similar the same way. I'm sure a lot of people do the same thing. So what would happen is, say you rush one of these bots or jump them and they run into this mine. Now you can't just immediately do that second ability. For whatever the amount of time is, they're going to be stuck having to just sit there and take whatever damage at that location. You won't be able to bounce them to some other location. So I think that's what this is doing. And it also causes a little bit of damage. Or does it? It just says it explodes. It doesn't say if it causes damage. I guess we'll see when we see it in game. Explode makes me think it's damage, but maybe that's just that's the explosion prevents them. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, there's more building and power core updates here coming that I think it's worth noting. A lot of them. Big Bronze Rib, good to see you. Okay, so if you level up your build bots to level 2, which I believe is just headquarters level 17. Get them to level 2, they'll now have 3,800 horsepower. I'm not sure what it is right now. Well, let me go click on one. That's not a level 2. 2,600. So they're jumping from 2,600 to 3,800. So it's a little bit of an increase. It's not a huge increase, but it's a little bit of an increase. Multi-defense system, the MDS, is now non-hackable and can be equipped with universal building cores. I didn't even realize you couldn't equip cores to them. So yeah, so there you go. So you can add some like armor or attack cores or to them, and you can't hack them anymore. Probably because they're pretty powerful, and if you get on there and you were able to hack them, it probably did a little bit too much damage to its own defenses. So maybe that's why they made them non-hackable. Beam lasers and missile launchers now have 5,100, almost said horsepower. What is with me today? Hit points. 5,100 health. I'm not sure what the current value is. I don't think I have mine leveled up there. That's the top level. Damage and range of the point defense beam. That's the headquarters power core. The range of damage has been increased and now targets air class bots, whereas it previously prioritized gunners. I mean, it targeted everybody, but if a gunner was there, it's going to target them. Now it's targeting air class bots. Oh, stick with me. We got 2 more slides to go through. The damage of the Omni Flamer, another headquarters core, has been increased and now provides a percentage of fire damage absorption. Adaptive Shielding, another headquarters core, now protects against normal damage and offers a higher protection against combiner and ability damage. You know, I'm not sure which core I have on right now. I have a point defense beam on my headquarters now. I think I'm going to be switching to the Adaptive Shielding, because now that it's protecting against normal damage in addition to ability damage, that sounds like a pretty good one to have. So if anytime my base has been attacked, if a bot's managed to get to the headquarters, the Omni Flamer and point defense beam is too little too late. So I think I might be throwing Adaptive Shielding on if I have a good one. The Force Field Disruptor, which I believe is a build bot core, it now disables the protection provided by Hot Rod and Nemesis Prime abilities. Okay, so that sounds like I'm not sure if that sounds like a bug or fix, or if it was just, hey, we forgot about this one. Because Force Field Disruptor is to prevent like force fields, like, you know, like the battle boost and things like that. But, you know, the force fields on from, you know, the abilities from Hot Rod Nemesis Prime are force fields too, so maybe it was just an oversight. From level 15 onwards, each increment of the building core's attack and armor for buildings will be 1% instead of 5%. So so you get a little bit more of an increase to go along with the ridiculous level of energon and additional power core food as you level up those power cores. The healing of the repair core has been increased. Explosive shells area of effect has been increased. The duration of the stasis mine EMP effect has been increased by 1 second for all levels, and increased the range of the force field disruptor and the lightning rod build bot cores. Okay, so there's that. So that's all the news that I'm covering for tonight. There was some more stuff. They always mention which bugs they fixed, but I don't really mention it here. Because I mean, even going through those building updates, I was starting to get bored by the end of it. So I would definitely be bored by the end of talking about bug fixes. But it's there in the newsletter if you want. So, all right, community corner. Call the community corner the CC. Well, there's so many other things the CC could be. But I mean, that is the initials of it. So the community corner, this is where people in my Discord server send in their art or other creative works, collection photos occasionally, to share with on stream. So starting off, we've got Mr. Creeper, a regular contributor to the community corner. He's got a good selection of his bots here. And I know it's difficult to read what's being said over there by Optimus Prime. He says, this isn't shattered glass anymore, it's just shattered. Because if you take a close look at these bots, you'll notice that they are all quite incorrectly transformed. Like Megatron there is like still half of his gun mode. Optimus Prime up on the left there, he's basically just a cab with legs. Whereas on the other side, looks like he's got G1 Prime. He's just got his head sticking out. I mean, who didn't do that as a kid? And the Cyclonus has got he's a conehead now, apparently. So, yeah, a whole bunch of pseudo-Gerwalk modes. I got a good chuckle when I first saw this picture after I realized what was going on. So, yes, well done, Mr. Creeper. Well done. Okay. And we even got a submission from our good friend, the Transformers Earth Wars community manager, Dale. He was really happy about picking up a copy of the Kingdom Core Class Soundwave. We took a look at him. I managed to find one. We took a look at him during our last stream, so we got him here. So, Dale, congratulations on your Core Class Soundwave. I'm sure you this was supposed to have been last week, which we didn't have, so I'm sure you're enjoying him as much as I'm enjoying mine. Next up, we've got a picture of, I think this is a cake from Incredidog 36. Yeah, it's obviously Bumblebee. I think it's a cake, and I hope it's tasty. It looks kind of tasty. And another regular contributor, PB Chew, builds all of the Decepticons only though, no Autobots in his little Minecraft world. So we've got Power Punch there from the front, and Cat hanging out with Catgut, and there he is with 3/4 view. Did a real good job within the confines of the Minecraft world. Even got that giant cannon there on his back. And also managed to put together a pretty good looking Spinister. Really well done. Take a nice little spin, hanging out with Crankcase over there. Got the nice little V on the back of his front with his helicopter rotors. And I think this is the last one. Fitz19 has got a picture of his little collection. He's got, let's see, Cybertron Primus, and I'm not sure what that green Energon or that green Unicron is all about, but it's pretty cool. I know that was the original Unicron that came out during Energon. I'm not sure if that was the original one or if it was some kind of a special edition. But it's pretty cool that you got that. I see, it looks like that's G1 Top Spin and Twin Twist down there. I had Twin Twist as a kid. I don't think he survived. One of his guns survived until now. I still have one of Twin Twist guns, but himself, he's no longer with us. We've got a Megatron in there. I think that might be Despotron. I think you have that one. And the Jetfire and Prime. I'm thinking Striker Manus and Buster Skywing. Who was that? Was that MMC, Mastermind Creations, I think? Definitely a couple of third-party Optimus Prime and Jetfire there. Okay, let's see. Fitz is here. He says Despotron confirmed. Oh, Green Unicron is Takara Tomy. Okay, cool. Buster Skywing and Striker Manus. Yes! Got it right. Alright. And that's it for the slides. If you happen to be watching somewhere other than YouTube, come on over to youtube.com/EngineerHoist. Catch us live Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. And otherwise, the replay is always available. And with that, time to roll credits. Thank you to all of my channel members and moderators for your support, as usual. I do appreciate everything that you do and provide, and appreciate you guys hanging out with me on a weekly basis, even though it's been a stretch where I've missed a couple here pretty much back to back. So thank you all for your support in all those ways. All right, so that's not what I was going for. I was going for this one. Okay, so I said we'd look at these guys close up before we got out of here, and then from this we're gonna go crack some crystals. So there you go. You got Rotostorm and Spinister together, and here's another look. We'll put these guys in front of them. Oh, they're on the wrong sides. Roadburner and Power Punch. There they are, close up. Luke, thank you for becoming a member. I think that's just your monthly thing. Yes, thank you so much. The new 5-star, if you happen to miss it, go rewind the video and find out for yourself. I'm kidding, it's Brainstorming Guy-Hawk. Brainstorming Guy-Hawk was the reveal. I did it real early because I wanted to, I didn't want to keep everybody in suspense. Like certain YouTubers, I'm kidding, it's fine. There's all sorts of different ways of doing it. I just wanted to get the cat out of the bag early. So there you go. Yeah, Brainstorming Guy-Hawk. So that's it. But these are not Brainstorming Guy-Hawk. This is Roadburner and Power Punch. The interesting thing is these guys they have the same alt mode. In fact, I can transform them for you. It's real easy. You basically, as I have difficulty doing it, you basically just kind of bring their arms up a little bit and get them tabbed in, tab their legs together, and then you just kind of fold it 90 degrees, and there you go. That's basically what it is. But the interesting thing about these guys, it seems kind of unfinished, right? It's because it is. They're both part of a team, and I did not think ahead to bring the other half of their team with me. But Roadburner and I can't think of his name. I want to say Blaze Master, but Power Punch, his partner, I do know is Direct Hit, and these guys are like the back end of a vehicle where the two bots become a single vehicle. Kind of a reverse duocon. You know, like Flywheels, aka Skytread, is two vehicles that become a single bot. These guys are two bots that become a single vehicle. For those movie fans out there, remember Revenge of the Fallen, Skids and Mudflap when they were the ice cream truck? Same idea. So these guys are the back ends of like a large missile truck or cannon truck. And so I'm guessing when we see them in game, they'll probably be rolling around like this on the battlefield. Now, whether their partners end up in the game and interact with them at all remains to be seen. My guess is they probably won't. I mean, they may show up in the game, but whether they interact, I doubt it, because I just can't. Don't think they have that kind of a mechanism built in as combat bots. I mean, maybe, but I don't think that's going to happen. But there you go. So this is what you're going to see rolling around on the battlefield. I mean, we see them in their robot modes in the newsletter and stuff like that. We never see their alt modes, but then we only ever see them in their alt modes in the game. So there you go. Roadburner, Power Punch. Are we done with those guys? Yeah, I think we're done with those guys. Yeah, and Rotostorm and Spinister. And if you happen to have the combat, I don't think we have Singe in the game as a combat bot, do we? I can't remember. But anyway, you have Singe. Singe is a combat bot. Or, you know, did they call them combat bots in the game? No, I think they were just like battle masters or whatever. But anyway, Spinister in his original G1 toy was a double target master, and he had so he had two target master partners. One of them was Singe. This is here. This is the retail release of Singe, and the other one was called Hair Splitter, who has been renamed as Shroot. So we do have Shroot in the game, but he is a healing bot, so you would not be able to attach Shroot to Spinister. But Shroot and Singe are the original target master partners of Spinister, in case you're wondering. So there we go. Bricks Motion says, could Dust Up be decent as a 5-star? But only with the huge buff. Yeah, well, see, that's why I was kind of advocating. I want to see Nose Cone or Dust Up become in a 5-star crystal. In fact, I would say next time we have a vote, vote for them. Vote for them, because Space Ape knows they're bad and knows they need to be improved. And if they end up in as the fan vote winner of a 5-star crystal, they will be forced to improve them. I know that's not going to happen. Nobody's ever going to vote for those guys. Nobody's ever going to vote for them. But that would be a way to get them improved, is get them into a 5-star crystal. I mean, look what happened with Cheetor and Black Arachnia. We go back to that on a regular basis, but there's a reason why. They were not popular bots because they were not very good bots. And when they were announced as being bots that ended up in a 5-star crystal, people were like, that's it, I'm quitting the game. How many times do you hear that in a year? But yeah, there are lots of people threatening to quit, most of whom are probably still around. But when they did come out, they came with a big buff, and they ended up being the prize of that batch. And one of the better 5-star bots out around. So, same thing could happen with Nose Cone and Dust Up. Drillhorn and Vortex for you Decepticons. In case you weren't sure who we were talking about. Yeah, so. Okay, so what do we do now? Now is the time where we crack crystals. Got 150 of them there. Probably should have cracked these. I have 2 to claim. Ah, those are false positives. I don't actually have any to claim. Alright, I should have probably cracked some of these spark crystals before we got here to save a little bit of time. So, I would say get comfortable. Grab yourself some popcorn and a drink. Because we're going to be here for a little bit. Alright, so I think these 20 here are... Yeah, these are new school crystals. These are part of the VIP package, and we've got total spark crystals here. This is also part of the VIP package, so we'll go ahead and do that. Taylor 417 says, I only speak Decepticons, so thanks for the crossover. Yeah, I know, I realized I was speaking only in Autobot terms, and I usually try to catch that. So... I usually try to catch it. It's hard sometimes having to say 2 names back to back. It kind of throws off the flow a little bit. So these I have an equal chance at 3, 4, and 5-star crystals. So yeah, it's a pretty good distribution. I've got 3, 3, and 4. That's like perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Says, so disappointed that Skywarp is doing video with the 5-star crystal and trying to decide whether this batch is worth it or not. Well, personally, I think Skylinks alone makes it worth it. Uh-oh, we got a little unbalanced on this one, but we got it unbalanced in my favor because we got an extra 5-star set of shards instead of 3-star. I like it. We'll do some total spark crystals. These are what, premium 3 and 4, I think, or combat spark. Oh, they're spark duck shards. All right, so we'll just go through these. I'm not keeping track of these. They'll just pile up. Alright, Bricks Motion. I'm not sure where you're from, but I know we've got a lot of people over across the pond over there in the UK or Europe or whatever, so I know it's pretty late for you guys. So I appreciate you being here, staying up with us. Get yourself some rest and have a good evening. Space Bridge is very sus. I don't think we're going to be seeing a new 5-star tonight, RB Blades. Definitely not on the Autobot account. I'm pretty close on the Decepticon account, but I think I need 4... I think I'm 4 duplicates away. 4 4-star duplicates away from a 5-star crystal over on that account. Okay, so let's see. We'll do power cores. I think one of these is an XP. I think this might be the XP one. Yep. Crystals only give dupes now. Yeah, that tends to happen when you have a lot of bots. They do tend to be quite a few more duplicates. It's a much longer time in between new bots, is what I'm saying. You pretty much have to buy bundles and target a particular bot if you want your best chance. But you know. So we're both right. Anything can happen if you just believe hard enough. And even if you don't believe, it can still happen. I do like when we can open the power cores though, because it gives you that feeling of those lights lighting up. And what are these even? Oh, feastful chests. I totally forgot about these. So they have a chance of prime shards, premium shards, 3 and 4-star shards. Okay. Prime core shards. Don't really need it so much on the Autobot account because I do have all of the prime cores, although they do contribute to those G-metal cores. Chips, anyway. But I am still working on trying to collect the prime cores on the Decepticon account, so these peaceful chests, however many I ended up getting, prime cores will be greatly welcome over on that account. Okay, so wow, that's a pretty nice little haul there. What is that? 1750 4-star shards and 10 more crystals. 10 more Autobot crystals. Okay, so there's those 2. Oh my goodness, and another 3-star crystal. And another 4-star crystal. And a G-metal. Okay. Bot or building G-metal, guys? Bot or building? Cake says, so close to Magnaboss, just need Prowl. Yeah. Rework the prime cores. Yeah, I definitely Nexus. Nobody, some people find use for them in certain high level wars. I personally don't particularly care. Okay, see, bot, building, building. Oh, it's pretty even. Big Bronze Room says, always building. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we were at 5 and 5, and Fitz broke the tie with his second vote, which happened to be building. So we'll do that. I think the last few times I've claimed them have been bot cores anyway. So. Alright, okay, so we've got 5 more of these feasible chests we'll go through. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot we still had 5 more, so we gotta go collect more of these crystals. We get more Prime Core shards in this round. Oh my goodness! So many premium crystals. So many premium crystals. So many. I definitely should have opened the shard crystals first. How long have we been doing this? We haven't even opened a bot crystal yet. We've just been opening like shard and spark crystals. Ugh. Bad planning. Alright, we almost got another 4-star crystal. Okay, so let's open that G-Metal chip. Will we get playtesting of Guy-Hawk? No, I don't have him yet. Actually, he may have shown up, but if I have him in the test account, he just arrived and there's been no playtesting or anything like that. Definitely not ready to show off. All this was about was announcing that it's going to be. So laser ricochet. I don't think I have one of those as G-Metal, and I'm not sure if I use those. Maybe I'll think about it. All right, so back to this. So we've got 30 premium combat chips. Let's see if we get any combat chips. The stream will go on forever, and you'll stay here and watch it and like it. Use a stylus? Are you kidding me? On an iPhone? Well, first of all, I don't have a stylus, and every time I did have a stylus that I tried to use, actually I did have a nice stylus that I used for my iPad at one time, but it ended up breaking it or something. But not on the phone. You're hostage violence. So all 2 stars. Okay, great, thanks. Yeah, big help. Big help, guys. Thanks. How do you get Shanix? Shanix, yeah, Shanix is doing raids with your alliance. You got that's why it's one of the reasons why it's important to have an alliance that is active, because the only way to get Shanix outside of some kind of global community event that they've done a few times, the most common way to get it is by participating in the raids that happen every week on what, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's not Thursdays too, it's just Tuesdays and Wednesdays, right? So, well, I did get 1 3-star duplicate there. Not that that's really helping much. Alright, 10 more. Just Trio says use the stylus on the smartphone. Hey, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with using a stylus for a smartphone. I just say I've tried it before and I don't particularly care for it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. So if you like it, then yeah, there's more power to you. And let me tell you, as many times as I've tried to hit that little question mark in the corner of a crystal and missed, that would be a good time to use a stylus. Okay, so we got 2 3-star duplicates there. And yeah, so we were pretty close. We're getting closer and closer to another 5-star combat chip, but you know, just a run of mostly 2-star duplicates from those crystals didn't really help matters. All right, let's run through 85 premium crystals. You guys realize the 85 premium crystals? That's like $100 worth of premium crystals. Because I don't know if they still run it. But early on in the game, you'd pay like $100 and you'd get 80 crystals. And maybe a few other things. But that's like $100 of premium crystals right there. That I got for free. To be fair, like, more than half of them were VIP rewards. So, it's debatable whether they were actually totally free. I had to spend a lot of money to get VIP. I don't spend much anymore. Yeah, I mentioned, back in July or whatever, when I got that new car, I said, I've got to rethink the budget, and I just looked at my reports, and yeah, my game spending is what was like this, and way down is what I'm saying, as it had to be. That's what I've always said all along, is like, get bundles if you can afford it, but don't ever do that if you're going to have to miss out on anything. Make sure the responsibilities are taken care of before you go spend money on this or any game. And so that's what I had to do. Financial situation changed. I had to cut back somewhere, and this is where I had to cut back. Luckily, they're been very generous with the crystals as of late from the events. Gonna see Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, that's one I think that might bring me back out to the theaters. I did just see Shang-Chi not too long ago when it finally showed up on Disney Plus, which I thought was a good film. I enjoyed it. But I think Spider-Man's going to get me back out to the theaters. Not that I've been avoiding it for any particular reason, it's just because I kind of got used to not going, and I've just been kind of lazy now lately, I guess. I've been watching Hawkeye. Hawkeye's really good. No spoilers. No spoilers. I think we just had episode 4. Really good though. Deploy. One of the things I like about how they're doing it with the Disney Plus with the shows is if you look at the shows that they've had, like with WandaVision and particularly WandaVision and also Hawkeye, I'm not sure if they would have worked as movies. Falcon and Winter Soldier, you might have been able to do a movie out of that, but I think doing a series allowed them to explore more. They would have had to cut a lot of that out if they did a movie. Loki, I think, again, same thing. They were able to explore a lot more by doing it as a series instead of a movie. But I think that same type of a story would probably work okay as a movie. But Hawkeye and WandaVision, they definitely, I don't think would have worked as well as movies. But overall, I'm very happy with all of the Marvel shows that Disney Plus has done. Plot twist, the spoilers are fake. Deploy! Yeah, it's funny. When you get a new movie coming out and there's all speculation this way, speculation that way, and everybody seems to kind of converge on the spoilers and things like that. And I'm always secretly hoping that it's something completely different and that everybody's wrong. It's kind of disappointing. Oh, we got a 4-star Pyra Magna. Cool. It's kind of disappointing that people are managed to figure it out from the leaks and stuff, and then when you go watch the movie and it's like, oh, yep, it's right. They were right. That's what it was. But thank you for subscribing, Maria. Welcome to the party. But yeah, I'm always happy that it's something completely different than what anybody expected. And I think in general, Marvel's been pretty good about that. Been pretty good about keeping spoilers from happening. Especially in movies that don't have Tom Holland or Mark Ruffalo in them. Deploy! Roll now! Optimus Prime. I did see a joke on Facebook or something. It was one of those like text things where people write out, you know, what people say. And there was one. They were like, okay, Tom, you know, like they're talking like the Russo brothers. Says, okay, Tom, stand over here and look surprised. And Tom says, oh, what am I supposed to be surprised at? Like they're like, don't worry about it. Oh, okay, good. Now, okay, now go. Now look this way and look sad. What am I sad about? Don't worry about it. They're just giving him direction and nothing to act at. They won't tell him what it is. That's how you control spoilers with Tom Holland.
Roll now. Roll now.
And, you know, it's one of those things where he doesn't mean to. He's just excited about it, just like you or me. He's excited about it. He wants to talk about it, but sometimes he gets too excited and he goes a little bit too far in what he's saying. Like, oh, I'm not supposed to say that. So. Yeah, William Wilkinson is saying, yeah, if everything's on Disney Plus, why would you go to the movie theater when you can see it at home? Well, yeah, I mean, it's like when Black Widow came out, they offered they very controversially offered it for $30, you know, premium access on Disney Plus. I paid that $30 and watched it there. But the other ones, I just haven't got out to doing it. But the problem is, yeah, you do still have to wait. Yeah, it shows up eventually, and you can watch it as part of your Disney Plus subscription. But then you're exposing yourself to spoilers. You know, it's anytime that a movie would come out, I basically would have to just like ignore YouTube, because there were times where I was spoiled just by a thumbnail because some person out there it's a spoiler video. Okay, I get it. It's a spoiler video. I know not to click on your videos because you're going to tell me spoilers. But when you put a bleep spoiler in your bleeping thumbnail, that's ridiculous. Like, example, it's been long enough. Deadpool 2. I was just flipping through YouTube and it's like bloop 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 bloop, and there's Juggernaut right in the thumbnail. I'm like, oh well, thanks. I hadn't seen the movie yet, and it's like, okay, well, I guess Juggernaut's in it. Enjoy your dinner, Taylor. I don't really get that upset about spoilers. If I see something, okay. It doesn't ruin a movie for me. I mean, I'm just like, oh, I didn't want to see that. I wanted to be surprised or something like that. But it doesn't ruin a movie for me. I still try to avoid spoilers. But if I see one, I don't get all upset and bent out of shape. It's more of a ugh, roll the eyes kind of a moment. All right, we're getting down to the wire here. Do we have more? Oh yeah, we almost certainly have more 3-star crystals, right? Oh my goodness. 2 more 3 stars. And another 4-star. Oh my. My. And even if these 3 4-stars turn out to be duplicates, we're too far away from a 5-star crystal. Alright. Let's start. These are definite, guaranteed duplicates on these 3 stars. Haven't ever heard Hoist say bleep. Yeah, I have the ability to censor myself on camera. If you heard me in real life, my language can be salty. I try to keep it in control and censor myself in situations where it's not appropriate. But yeah, I mean, I was in the Navy after all, and you've heard the term "the curse is like a sailor." It's true. Alright, 4-star crystals. So we've got 3 that it could be something, but it's likely a duplicate. And then 1 more that is a guaranteed new bot. We'll open that one last, and on a high note. First duplicate is Snarl. Ray boosters. Don't need them. I like the Combiner Spark, though. And the next one is Impactor. Explosive shells. I don't think I need them. I think that's good. Last 4-star duplicate is Cheetor. It gives us a Transmetal Cheetor core. I don't think I have one of those yet, so that's actually a pretty nice little pull there. And finally, which of the Magna bots will I get? As of right now, I don't have any of them at 4 stars, so this is a guaranteed new bot. Prowl, Ironhide, Silverbolt. Prowl, Ironhide, Silverbolt. Who's it going to be? Somebody said a lot of people in the Alliance tended to pull Silverbolt. Let's see who we get here. There we go. Light him up! The first bot towards the 4-star Magna boss is Silverbolt. There you go. Apparently it must be an Alliance thing. I dig it. I'll take it. I will take it. Complete with GPS and everything. There you go. And this concludes the crystal cracking on the Autobot account. Time to go. Alright, back it up. Let's do it again. Switch sides. Let's do it again. K-Cast, am I the only one that got Ironhide? You may be. You may be. Alright, here we go again. Starting off with the VIP crystals. What core is good for a 4-star Tiger Hawk, Reflective Shield, or something else? Reflective Shield is good because he, you know, his ability does keep him in the air a lot, and if you end up in a base with a bunch of those laser turrets with the anti-air, he's going to take a lot of damage, and the Reflective Shield could definitely help with that. Combining Magna Boss today? Oh, he's already combined. He's actually leveling right now. I suppose I could have looked at that, or told you that. He's level 5 going to level 6 right now. He's got like a day or so left on his upgrade. So I did have 3 stars on all for both Magna Boss and Tripredicus, but I had 0 4 stars. Silverbolt saying it seemed like the first 2 Prowl and Silverbolt were common, while Ironhide and Rock Lobster were rare. Alright, so there we go. And total shards. Total spark. I made the same mistake last time. Alright, let's finish off these spark crystals. Oh, Feastful Chest. Yeah, these are a bunch of shards and everything too, huh? Oh, more shards. More shards to get crystals from. Oh, 4-star shards. Oh, more 4-star shards. Woo. Oh, there we go. Bring it on. Prime core shards. Oh my goodness. 10,000 premiums. That's a pretty nice little haul there. Got 5 more of those to get through. 5,000 more premiums. Oh, more 4-star shards. 10,000. Oh my goodness, so that right there actually, just straight from those Feastful chests, that was a full 4-star crystal. And then some. Another 3. Oh my goodness, that's 2 4-star crystals. And just so you can see, there you are, 45.95. Oh, so that actually cut me down to just 3 4-star duplicates for a new 5-star crystal. Well, depending on how these 4-star crystals go, we may be cracking a 5-star crystal tonight. Either that or we're going to be really darn close. Alright. Power core chips. Space Ape is definitely a lot more generous than with the crystals than they were back in the day. I mean, if you want to compare, just go look back at one of my older videos. I mean, even before I started doing the live streams, you know, go back and look at some of those early event videos and see what the rewards were like. There's no way you would have gotten this many premium shards. Heck, there's no getting a 4-star crystal, whether it was straight from an event or enough shards to get one, was practically unheard of. So, oh, there's the music going wacky. Hasn't done that in a while. Rejuvenate core, that's always a good one to get. Alright, we'll do these combat chips. Did I see that right? 103 premiums? Crazy. Yeah, I don't know why that music, if you know, it always starts with like a little hiccup where it's like this no sound for a minute and then it goes real fast like it's trying to catch up. Why it does that, I have no clue. Okay, a couple of 3 stars and mostly 2 stars. I'll tell you what, these premium combat chips are nothing to write home about. They are, in my opinion, they're no better than the free combat chips. You just get them in a group as opposed to one at a time every 22 hours. They're basically the exact same chip. They seem to have the same kind of drop rate. Mostly 2 stars, occasional 3 stars, almost never 4 stars. There's nothing premium about these combat chips, if you ask me. And probably if you ask you guys, you probably hold to have the same opinion. Yeah, it's just like I had to act to sound excited when I told you there was premium combat chips in the event, because when I see that I'm just like, ugh. Now we're over to the premium crystals. These at least are different than the free crystals, because the free crystals sometimes you get just a spark or just a battle boost. And so these are limited to just bots, so they are definitely different than the free crystals. But premium combat chips, free combat chips, they're the same thing. Oh my goodness, look at this, 4-star. 4-star. Oh my goodness. Yes. That's a good one to have come out of a crystal. That's it. I mean, my 3-star's been stopping people on my base. Imagine what this 4-star's gonna do. Oh yeah. That's right. It's all over. Except for when you bring in Roadburner, then you can just totally ignore whatever C.O.M.B.A.T does. And that wasn't even a 4-star crystal. Crankcase looks so weird when he's in the hologram. There we go. 4-star C.O.M.B.A.T. Very happy about that one. Yeah, I didn't even look at the power course on one side. I'm sure I didn't miss anything good.
Crush them.
You know what's funny about the defense is I was actually winning a lot of defenses there with since I put C.O.M.B.A.T in there, even the 3-star. Then I upgraded a couple of more defenses, you know, trying to level the base back up, and I'm pretty sure that bumped me up a zone because I've been losing more now because I've been being visited by stronger bots, including quite often Metroplex comes for a visit.
Scrap no.
Oh, there's a duplicate. Oh my goodness. And another 4-star. From a premium. Straxus. Not as exciting as C.O.M.B.A.T. But still. I dig it. That was back-to-back 4-stars too, I think. It was a duplicate, then a new one. I love that laugh. Who was he laughing with? Yeah, look at that. Back-to-back 4-stars. Nice. Guys, I think I have a feeling we're going to be cracking a 5-star crystal tonight. See, that's a duplicate 4-star already right there. And we've got probably 2 duplicates. Although, with tonight's luck, who knows? And there's still 70 premiums to go. And again, we're still guaranteed a brand new 4-star from that Tripredicus crystal. So it's already 2 new ones. We're guaranteed a 3rd.
Crush them.
As a minimum.
Deploy.
Yeah, I agree, Oaktar. I mean, I've got Sludge at 4-star and 5-star. I use him a lot. I even have the 4-star Straxus on my Autobot account, and he's one of the anchors of my Decepticon squad. So I am actually pretty happy about that Straxus. Just, boy was just not quite as happy as Spellback. No, I like Straxus a lot. Ooh, he got all ASMR on you. Deploy. He yells at you, then he whispers in your ear.
Crush them! Stop! Deploy!
He gets me every time. He's like, Starscream. Every time, man. Every time.
Deploy!
The whole stream is sus. You can't fake this. How is it sus?
Deploy!
Thanks for hanging out, Zengrass. Have a good one.
Deploy!
How long has it been? Oh my goodness, it's quarter. We've been at this an hour and 15 minutes. We're not even done with all the crystal cracking.
Attack!
Oh, the music is sus. Yes, I'll give you that. The music is very sus.
Concentrate your fire! Deploy! Crush them!
Definitely sounds better how he says Starscream than if he would have said Altar.
Deploy! Deploy!
So yeah, I know you guys, saying about the technical issues being sus with the music. Trust me, if it was any kind of visual thing or whatever, I do have this ready. I put it as on a button on my Stream Deck, so I could just, as long as I don't have technical issues with my Stream Deck, I could just slap that button on there. And but music, there's no technical issues slide to put up for music.
Deploy!
Everything is sus to you, Fitz. Does that mean Fitz is actually sus?
Concentrate your fire! Attack! Attack! Attack!
Full disclosure, I'm picking up sus from context. I think that's from that Among Us game. I've never played it, but I see things on the interwebs. So I think I understand what you guys are talking about with that, and that I'm using it properly. So, disclaimer.
Crush them!
Well, started strong, we're kind of fizzling here at the end with these premiums. But that's okay.
Attack!
Oh, confirmed. Fitz is the sus.
Deploy! Deploy!
Again, I have no idea what I'm talking about with the whole... Alright, last 10 premiums. Finally.
Deploy! Bludgeon! Deploy! Imagine. Deploy. Deploy. Deploy.
Okay, and we ended it with a whimper with 10 2-stars. Okay. I'm guessing probably at least 3, okay, yeah, like 3 3-star crystals. Okay, so what is that for 5-star crystals? That's like 2 of them. 2 more 4-star dupes. We've got 3 4-star crystals. So for these 3 4-star crystals that we have, we're actually fingers crossed for 2 of them being duplicates. So as of right now, there's definitely at least 2 new bots still to crack. This Tripredicus bot, and either we're going to get 2 new 4-star bots from those 4-star crystals, or even if they're all duplicates, we're just getting a 5-star bot. So one way or another, we're getting another new bot other than the Tripredicus. Don't worry about it. it's in my head. We're almost there. We're going to live it here in about 2 seconds. Alright, 4-star crystals. We've got 3 of them. If we get 2 duplicates... Okay, there's a new one. And, Vortex. Well, at least we got him out of the way. Oh, look at that. We can have 4-star Bruticus. Yay. Alright, so we want both of these to be duplicates. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, so this 4-star crystal is either going to be a duplicate, or we're going to get a 5-star crystal. It was going to be a new one, or... Okay. Duplicate Skull Smasher. If my math was correct... Indeed it was. Alright, stop doing the raids, guys. I mean, keep doing them, but just quit giving me notifications. Oh my god. Oh. Man. Now I gotta figure out which batch to pull from. You know, put your votes. Which batch should I pull from? I was not prepared for this. Which batch should I go for as I crack this Tripredicus crystal? Go ahead and throw some votes in there. Which Tripredicus bot shall we get? Let's find out. Ramhorn! Okay, cool. Different than what the Autobot side was. Cool. It wasn't Rock Lobster. 777. That sounds like a jackpot. Oh, everybody's saying 7. Oh, we also got a vote for the one with swoop. Well, I actually can't do the one with swoop on this account, but it will be Scourge on this account. Oh, tons of votes. Everybody's saying 7. So that would be this current batch is the one that you're saying. But you've been outvoted, though. Legacy 7. Dirge. Armada Megatron. Starscream. Tarantulas. And Breakneck. We already did Breakneck. So apparently the one other 5-star crystal we pulled last time was a Legacy 7. So, I mean, yeah, like everybody's saying 7. We got 1 vote for Lugnut, but if it goes for the if it goes the same route as my Autobot account, he's going to be the last one. So, and honestly, I'd be happy with any one of these 4. And that batch with Lugnut, there's a chance to get Hook, and it's way too early for me to have a Medic 5-star. I don't want a Medic 5-star at this point. I concur. Legacy 7 it is. Well, idiot Soundwave, which is your screen name, not me being a jerk to you. I think I just explained that. Because there's a chance for a Medic, and I don't want a Medic at this point. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Dirge? Is it going to be Armada Megatron? Is it going to be Starscream? Is it going to be Tarantulas? We shall find out. Dirge! Very cool. Very cool. I like it. I like it. And this is especially good because I don't even have a 4-star Dirge on this account. I've been having to struggle with a 3-star. So this is very, 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 very good. Very, very, very happy about this. I'd have been very happy about Tarantulas as well. I would have been ecstatic about Tarantulas because I love my Rhinox. Alright, very cool. Look at them all stacked up on each other. Oh. Man, that took forever. Yeah, totally worth the Crystal Marathon. It absolutely is. I probably need to go back and put a note at the beginning of this video or in the comments. It's like, trust me, watch to the end. Alright, so you know what's crazy is we normally get done and then have a while. I go talk about showing off my toys and you know the haul, and then we have free time to talk about other stuff. And we're already at that time that we normally, it just took us this long to get through all of that. Because, man, those crystals take forever. Forever. Alright. Real quick, since y'all are still here, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. We'll go ahead and cover the toy haul real quick. And then I think we'll be hopping out of here. I agree, Lord Avix. This was a very good stream for bots. It happens every so often. It wasn't the best. I gotta say that was back around the anniversary. What was it? Something like I pulled like 8 or 9 brand new bots on a Decepticon account. 4 stars. So I don't think that'll ever be matched. But oh, must have hit the camera at some point. There we go. Okay, so since we last met, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that stuff happened. I did take advantage of a few sales. Walmart had a sale on some bots that I had passed previously, and indeed never saw in the store. I figured I had all of the other Seekers, might as well go ahead and get the Sparkless one. He also came with Sparkless Singe and Sparkless Caliburst. The interesting thing is, you know, a lot of people were calling this guy, you know, like a poop storm for to try to keep it a little bit friendly or whatever. Because in the pictures he appeared to be kind of like brown color or whatever, but when you actually see him, he's more like military green. And even when he's all decorated, I mean, you know, decoed, I mean, you see more like black here and some brown here or whatever, almost like a camouflage, you know. So he's really more of a military colored. So that name that we all gave him, I don't think really holds up once you actually see him in hand. The most amazing thing about this figure is how tight the joints are. This is like the 9th version of this mold. Let's see. Starscream, Thundercracker Skywarp, Red Wing, the 3 Rainmakers, Hot Link. I'm sorry, this is the 8th. This is the 8th version of this mold. And it's coming out, and the joints are as tight as if it was first off the line. Most of the times when you see a mold use this much, by the time you get to like the last one that's 7 or 8 in, it's a floppy mess. This mold holds up. This thing held up. So yeah. So there you go. So we got the Sparkless Seeker. Pretty good. I had 7 of that mold already. Did I really need another one? Not really. That's not even counting the extra Starscream that I have that I might custom at some point. Okay, so also got the Netflix Megatron. This is the spoiler pack you can see with the Matrix. With that's actually a pretty cool gimmick with the Matrix with these straps that you can strap onto his chest or whatever. And he also came with purple Trex. Not Paleo Trex, purple Trex. That's like a mostly translucent version of Paleo Trex. Actually is really good. And let me see if we can get in on the head. It's got the extra silver, and he's got like the silver face. The face on him is particularly good. I'm not showing it off very well with this camera setup right now, but yeah. So, and if you happen to follow my Instagram account, you've already seen Megatron and Purple Trex having issues. So there you go. So those were my Black Friday haul from Walmart. And looking at all the other stores, their Black Friday sales. I mean, some of them were like less than $1 off. It's like here, it's like 1% off. It's like that's not a sale. So I think I know what the problem is. I think we're off level. Doesn't need to be turned. It needs to be rotated. There we go. Okay, but one thing I did find, and I've been kind of picking these up. You've seen them, a few times recently. I didn't even know what price he was normally, but I knew that this existed, and I wanted one. And the price on their Black Friday sale at Big Bad Toy Store was actually pretty good. So I went ahead and hopped on Alternator's Rodimus. Yeah, I've been picking up Hot Rod's my favorite character. So I've been picking up some of the older Hot Rod / Rodimus figures. I mean, you saw the got that Energon Rodimus from TFCon. Honestly, that was an amazing find there. And I just picked this guy up. No idea when I'm going to take him out. I got the skids and what was it, Wind Charger, I think, from TFCon, also in package, and they're still sitting in package over there, along with a Smoke Screen and Grimlock and I think Sideswipe that I've had still in box for a couple years now. I'll get them out eventually. It's not my intention to keep them in the box indefinitely. I just haven't got to them. So there's that. What else? I think I showed you guys Deep Cover, Galvatron, the sweeps. I think the only other thing that came in is the first of the Golden Disc set, Puffer and Road Rage. Puffer and Road Rage. Yeah, not Huffer. Not Huffer. Not Pipes. Not Pipes. Puffer. Puffer. Apparently the story behind this guy is this was the pipes that some of the overseas markets got back in G1. Different coloring. I think it may, my story's not 100% straight. I think it may have actually been the Huffer toy with this coloring and called it Pipes or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is supposed to be homaging something like that. Road Ranger is actually a GO.B.A.T name. It did not have this color scheme. I'm not entirely sure where this color scheme came from. But there it is now. The interesting thing about this is Bad Cube. A couple years ago, and I meant to do a review on it, and I started along those lines, but like so many things, I never quite finished it. They put out a third-party bot, you know, they called Captain Huffy, and it was an original design. It was not Huffer. It was similar to Huffer in that it was a cab over truck like that and transformed very similarly, but it was not their same Huffer design. It wasn't just a repaint of their Huffer figure. It was a completely new design. It was a similar type of truck, completely new design, but it looked like it had these colors. It was a black truck with like an orange body and silver pipes or whatever, and I was like, hey, wow, that's pretty cool. They came up with a whole new character, a whole new color scheme, and all that. And now this guy comes out, and I'm thinking that was all a lie. They just knew of this particular character that I didn't know of at the time. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't review it and say the things I was going to say at the time, because that would have been completely wrong. And I'm sure it would have been corrected in the comics. It's like, oh no, there's actually a character called Road Ranger, because you know that's what people do in the comics, right? You don't do that though, do you? You don't correct YouTubers in the comments, or at least you're not mean about it, are you? Do you? I'm just kidding. I always welcome constructive criticism. So, Huffy Puffy. Huffer and Pipes got fused together to form Puffer. Yeah. Huffed and puffed and Puffer. So yeah, anyway, so that's Road Ranger. He's basically Huffer. He's got a different head. This, I believe, is the toy version of Huffer's head. I should have brought it out. If I ever manage to review these guys, I'll definitely bring out Huffer. But he's got more of the cartoon accurate face, like with an actual face, like with a nose and mouth and everything. Whereas this guy's got the whole faceplate and stuff like that. I believe this is kind of more like what the toy head was for Huffer, but they've put it in this new character's colors. Whereas this is basically just straight up Pipes with different colors. And when you look at them, the way they transform, they basically transform exactly the same way. The one extra bit is with the Pipes / Puffer. Is you can notice that the cab is turned around. This mold does not have it. The Huffer and Road Ranger mold does not have it, but Puffer here, and I assume Pipes, when you go and you transform his back, there is a little rotation. There's a little swivel in there. You can kind of see where it swivels. So I mean, you could, if you wanted to, totally have this guy transformed like Huffer or Road Ranger. You totally could. He also comes with different weapons. He comes with these little guns as opposed to the shield and other gun. And I think the chest is molded a little different too, and the arms even are different because like he and Huffer have these extra little rectangles on the end, whereas this guy doesn't. But as far as transformation goes, I mean, the legs transform exactly the same. Even the chest and the arms and everything transform the same. The only difference is this is made to have the little rotation in it. So you can get it flipped around the opposite way. Yeah, pretty cool set. They originally were estimated to come in around March, and they showed up a couple days ago, last week maybe. Some people are getting their jackpots already. My jackpot never shipped. My jackpot still says March 3rd, and that's fine. And for comparison, because that's what we do, right? There's a Rotor Storm, since he's nearby. And how about our standard Siege Sideswipe, right? We can even bring in a proxy standard deep cover. So you can see all deluxe class figures. That's one of the cool things about these modern lines, is they're not all the same size. So these are all deluxe size figures, deluxe class figures. These guys came in as a set, but the Huffer was originally sold as deluxe class. So you can see Sideswipe, deep cover, obviously the same mold. They're taller than these guys, and these were originally mini bots, so they are supposed to be smaller. So that's pretty cool that they're not exactly the same size. They have different heights as they're supposed to. And Rotor Storm and likewise Spinister are also deluxe class figures, but they stand quite tall. And even Hoist, another deluxe class figure, comes in, towers over pretty much all of them. All deluxe class figures, all the difference in heights, I think is great. It's great. So, I didn't mean for all of that to really come out, but I mean, as I'm putting these guys all in here, it just hit me. These guys are all deluxe. I mean, it used to be deluxe class, they're all exactly this height, and then Voyager class is all exactly this height, and then Leader class is all exactly this height. The lines are blurred now, and I think that's great. Now you do run into other things where now you're going to go and say, it's like, yeah, but then this guy is a Voyager. And sure, he's a little bit taller than Sideswipe, but I mean, he's not as tall or as big as Hoist. But he did come with a lot of accessories. So it's come to, used to be, Deluxe Voyager Leader was a size of a figure. But now it's more of a class of package. And that's really kind of what it boils down to. So Hot Rod is roughly a deluxe sized figure. I mean, as you can see, he's a little bit bigger than Sideswipe. He's a little bit not quite as big as Hoist. He is a little bit, as far as transformation goes, it's debatable whether he's as complex or more complex. But he did have quite a few accessories, more than what you would typically find in a deluxe classic. And his grown-up self, Rodimus Prime, is also an example similar to that. Or even going back at the beginning of Siege, when you got Shockwave. And Optimus Prime with his trailer. Astro Train with his cart. That they're not the standard leader size, but they're in a leader package because they're a roughly Voyager size bot with accessories. Now the trailer for Optimus Prime makes an awful lot of sense, but you know, Shockwave and Astro Train, their extra accessories kind of seems pointless. I mean, honestly, it's like, I'd rather you release them at a Voyager class price point and just leave those accessories. And I'd be fine with it. It's particularly Astro Train. That extra bit that he's got is completely worthless. Shockwave, when you configure them into his little sled, I like to call him Shock Goblin, because he's like the Green Goblin with his little hover sled or whatever, but he's Shockwave, so he's Shock Goblin. That's kind of cool. But it's not really necessary. But anyway, so yeah. I don't know why I got on that tangent, it's just kind of all there. I see you guys saying stuff about like requests and stuff like that. Dude, I'm streaming. I'm not looking for people joining the alliances and stuff. I'll get to it later. I appreciate you telling me. So Luke pulled a 5-star Bumblebee. Awesome, cool. I think Bumblebee's good. I haven't really looked much into what the 5-star can do versus the 4-star, other than being a 5-star. Yeah, but I like I like Bumblebee. I never had an issue with Bumblebee being a 5-star. I use Bumblebee quite a lot. I have Solus Prime on Bumblebee. I may be the only person in the game that has Prime Core on Bumblebee. But I think it works well. I bring Bumblebee into the raids because of his stun ability. He brings Solus Prime. So, it helps. Fitz19 just pulled a 4-star Alita 1 out of a free crystal. That's amazing. That's amazing. It's very coincidental that it's happening during a stream. Kind of sus, but I'll take your word for it. Congratulations, my friend. I mean, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. So, congrats. We'll just sincerely congratulations. Have I rambled enough? Yeah, we'll just bring in Soundwave. Yeah, what the heck. There he is. There's Soundwave. In and amongst all these other Autobots. Well, the time is really starting to hit me. But before we do, I think Slug's got something to say about all this. Oh, those Dinobots. He was just sitting there off the side of the camera, and they're all stacked up like bowling pins. I just had to have him run in there and smash them all down. Oh, what are you gonna do? You gotta have fun. If you're not having fun doing this, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, I think. Brainstorm was my reveal. Brainstorm and Guyhawk. Waza revealed somebody else that I'm not going to mention. It's been mentioned in the comments, and somebody else can go ahead and mention it, but I'm not saying it. Brainstorm and Guyhawk revealed tonight, just a few minutes after 8. I did not wait forever for the reveal. I got it right out of the way. But most people stayed, and I appreciate everybody staying. I appreciate all you guys staying as late as you have. But like I said, I'm getting pretty tired. It's hitting me. I'm feeling it in my voice. And with that slug bowling maneuver, I think we're going to go ahead and sign off tonight. I anticipate being back next week. As we get into holiday season, there may be one, or I'll probably be taking one of those weeks off. But anyway. Oh, you mentioned Hoist DeLorean. I totally forgot. We'll do it next time. I did get my lightsaber. I knew there was something else I wanted to show off that I didn't have in here. I did my last week. I did the vacation, and it's like I did the lightsaber thing. I built my lightsaber at Disney, at Galaxy's Edge, and in fact, it's like right after that is when I got sick. Go figure. But I was going to show that off, but I didn't get it. I didn't bring it in here, and it's kind of late. We'll do that next time. So yeah, heads up. Next week, we're going to fire up the lightsaber and take a good look at it. It was a lot of fun. I'll just say that it was a lot of fun. If you happen to be there and you can get in there, do it. It's totally worth it, because you're not just getting the saber. You're going through an experience, and it's so much fun. All right, that's it. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends. We'll see you next time.